chilling in the chair, I'll be sipping it. Watch a bunch of shows, I'm getting it. Yeah, I understand it's a quarantine, I got to be chilling all alone, but I'm getting sick. People who be running half the office on in politics and scrambling to tell the kid to stop. I ain't gonna leave the room, I don't wanna kill a few with that, this shit that is inside my cop. Look at the drop, taking it bigger than now, taking it part of the crowd. Don't wanna pop, I don't want anyone down, better be kicking them out. Look at the box, smoking loud up in my damn house. Solo though I know I'm never going on and out. Party on my own, y'all. Look at how the people trying to hold me back, hold me back. Going so loud. Look at how the people trying to hold me back, hold me back. Slow down. Fuck going out, getting high on the weekend. Oh, party on my own.
Well, hi guys, and welcome to another dream house build, which is a modern family farmhouse. If I'm correct, this is my third modern farmhouse build on this channel, and I have to say, it definitely is my favorite out of the three. To be honest, it might be one of my favorite builds I've ever done. I really hope you like it as much as I do. Anywho, like my previous build, the Mountain Suburban, this home was also built for another awesome and lovely friend of mine, Fahida, as a surprise. Thankfully, unlike the last time, I got to record her reaction. I'm still not sure how I will post it, so for more information on that, I advise you to take a look at the comment section under this video for updates. With this project, I tried to represent the modern farmhouse style on both the interior and exterior. With farm home exteriors, porches are really common, and so is the black and white color scheme with hints of stained wood across the whole facade. In Bloxburg, the choice of colors is limited, so I went with linen for that stained wood look. In the end, I think it actually turned out to look quite decent. You might recognize the front from an image. Fahida found that picture herself, and so I used it as my main reference for the front. While I was doing the landscaping, I felt like the front needed a few trees, as without them it looked extremely empty. That's why you can see a few trees on the front lawn. Unfortunately, I had them as custom trees at first that were so pretty, but due to plot day limitations I had to replace them with regular Bloxburg trees. I still like the look of them, but I do think they looked better before. We also have a big driveway that leads up to a spacious 3-car garage. You will see it later in the tour. And before I move on to the interior, I wanted to get rid of concerns you might have about decals. All of the wall art you see is from my Roblox inventory, which is linked down below in the description. Note that you have to follow me to access it. If the decal isn't from my inventory, the code will be left in the speed build. I may add that some of the decals you see are personal screenshots of my friend Fahida and her friends. You're gonna have to put in your own decals there. Anyway, moving on to the inside, we have a very spacious layout with 5 bedrooms and 5.5 bathrooms. The half bathroom is downstairs, which is meant to be used by guests you might have visiting. The layout itself is very common amongst modern farmhouses, though my main inspiration was an interior design company, Studio Mcgee, on Instagram and YouTube. I was looking at a specific project of theirs, which is actually company owner's personal house. You can find it anywhere by looking up the Mcgee home. I really like the open living space idea, so I tried to incorporate it in my build as well. I also loved how the kitchen in their house looks like, so the one in the house is extremely similar to the Mcgee kitchen. You can also find some similarities between the real life house and my project in the back facade of the house. For the rest of the build, I looked at a lot of Pinterest images to achieve the final look. When it comes to modern farm homes, Pinterest is definitely the place to look for ideas. In this house, I tried to add as many useful rooms as possible. I would have added the basement, but plot data showed me the middle finger and disrespectfully said no. Life goes on, but I'm still upset about that. I also wanted to make sure that I use the space as best as I can, so that's why you can see a lot of built-in seating, shelving, scattered around the house. Anywho, right at the entrance we have a cozy foyer with a big console table. Across from it we have custom doors that lead us to the home office. Usually modern farmhouses have darker home offices. The color can vary, but it's often a dark tone. That is exactly what I tried to do in this home office. I really like the layout of the room, and I really hope you saw that custom iMac I made. As a lot of you may know, I am an absolute Apple fanboy and I build on an iMac myself. Apple is life and I don't accept another answer. But jokes aside, it was my first time creating a custom computer on Bloxburg, and I was happy with the final outcome. I think the computer actually adds a lot to the space and I really wasn't expecting that. From the foyer, you can also go straight into the huge family room or turn right into a hallway. It was quite challenging to make the hallway look good, but I was pretty happy with it in the end. From the hallway, you can go into the formal dining room. The word formal says it all. No kids are allowed in there. And yes, those are designer chairs that you noticed. But if we didn't turn right in the hallway and went straight, we'd go into the mudroom. Apparently a lot of people don't even know what a mudroom is, and I was surprised to see my friends didn't know what it was. I'm really bad at explaining things, but basically it's a room which you enter with dirty and muddy clothes. You can keep the clothes in that room in order to keep the house clean. And I think that's its purpose. You can also keep your boots there. Moving on to the great room, we have a massive living room. It was exciting and challenging at the same time. I was very indecisive with colors while I was doing the interior, so I kept on coming back and changing them. In the end, I decided to go with these colors, and I guess I'm not mad about it. And well, across from the living room, we have a kitchen that was highly inspired by the Mcgees like I've mentioned earlier. I honestly just love that white kitchen look with a wooden island and marble countertops. It's such a classic. You can also see that the fridge is fully built into the cabinetry. And to answer your questions, yes, it is functional. I was also kind of proud of that custom stove too, not gonna lie. And from the kitchen you can enter the pantry. That pantry is huge, and it even has a walk-in freezer. Add $1 million to the price of the house just because of that. To finish off the great room, we have an informal dining room. It's very farmhousey looking, and I think it's the chairs that give it that look. Sometimes it feels like that they're in every modern farmhouse out there. Anyway, on the left wing of the house we have the free car garage with a rack on the wall to hang your bicycles. I had this random idea to make that, and I was really happy with it. Then on the laundry room with a special kind of a bath, a dog bath. I've seen it in multiple farmhouses, and I thought this house was a perfect fit for something like that. And then we also have a half bath for guests, a built-in reading nook, and a hallway that acts like a working station for your kids to do homework. You might think that's it, but there's a room you can't enter inside the house. We have a home gym that you need to enter through the outdoors. I made it that way so if you have any personal trainers coming over, you can have them not go inside the house and just enter through the outside. Pretty cool, right? And well, that's just one wing of the house. We have the right wing where you will find the master suite. It is pretty large and I absolutely love the high and vaulted ceiling. Out of the 3 rooms, my favorite has to be the bedroom. It turned out the way I wanted it to. I also found this modern canopy bed on Pinterest and I had to recreate it and put it in that room. I think the fireplace also makes the space. It's such a simple design, yet adds a lot. Moving on, we have the master bathroom. Honestly, it probably was one of the hardest rooms to do. I think I made it a bit too big and the vaulted ceiling definitely didn't help to fill up the space. I think I did the best I could with that room though. I also tried to make a custom tub and I'd like to say my attempt was successful. I guess that is for you guys to decide. And the last part of the master suite and the first part of the house is the walk-in closet. I usually don't make walk-in closets that big, but with this build I thought, why not? It has lots of shelving space for your custom bags and whatever you'd like to add there. There is also a built-in seating nook, which I think is super cozy. That is really all about the first floor, but this house also has quite a big backyard with lots of grassland, an infinity pool, and even access to a river. The river was a random idea that I got while making the backyard. I used basic shapes to give it that color and I just really like the final product overall. It's like into the basement level, but it takes some time to realize that. Throughout the whole backyard, I want to add different activities that you could do there. That's why you can find a kids table right next to the river, yoga mats overlooking the river, and then a swing set in the corner of the backyard. Of course, a house like this should definitely have a space to eat and cook outdoors. That's why I made a big space for an outdoor kitchen and a dining room. Both of these spaces are connected to the pool with steps leading to it. My main focus on the whole backyard was to highlight the 2 custom trees. I think they add a lot to the views from the house and just make the backyard feel extra cozy. I added a small touch with log seats we have in the game as well, so you could sit directly under the trees. I also wanted to have a functional infinity pool, but the new water we got is absolutely horrid. You won't catch me using that new water ever. But now that we have covered both the exterior and first floor of the house, it is time to move on to the second floor where you will find the remaining 4 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. To start off, inside one of the walls, I thought of putting a small kids nook. It doesn't even feel right to call it a room because of how small it is. Nonetheless, I know that as a kid I'd love something like that. I stole this idea from a very great builder friend of mine, Alicia on Twitter. I'll link her down below. I wanted to make sure the hallway upstairs felt spacious and cozy at the same time. My tip to not fill up small spaces like that too much is to try to use the walls as much as you can. In this case, I added a lot of personal pictures and some actual art to balance it all out. Since both the ceiling and walls were bright, I added beams to fully complete the space. The first bedroom upstairs we did was the kids' bedroom. I really love how the bunk beds came out. I wanted to make a house bed since the start, so I was extremely happy with how they came out. The rest of the room was highly inspired by this awesome and unique builder on Instagram, Anitrblx. They have a very specific style and I just love their kids' rooms. You should definitely check them out. Just like most of the bedrooms upstairs, this room has a bathroom and a walk-in closet with enough space to fit clothes of both twins. At the end of the hallway, we have a full dark bathroom. I thought to make things interesting by using a color scheme that wasn't used in the house much before. I went with a dark gray. If you were to look at modern farm homes, it's a very common color amongst them. The two bedrooms facing the front lawn of the house are both connected by a Jack and Jill bathroom. Perfect for locking my cousin in the bathroom, RP. I'd honestly cry if someone did that to me. But anyways, totally not giving y'all ideas. Jokes aside, both of the bedrooms are quite personalized. The first one being very artsy, the other one being very chic. I would imagine a 15-year-old teen living in the artsy bedroom. I love the platform bed and the wallpaper a bit too much. I also envision an 18-year-old girl living in the chic bedroom. The color scheme is so different from what I usually do, so I do like the room a lot. It also has a custom iMac because why not? And the last bedroom is right above the garage. I made it a guest bedroom for guests you might have staying over, like grandparents and so on. Just like the twin bedroom, it has a walk-in closet and an ensuite bathroom. It has a very neutral color scheme just like the master. That is really all I have to say about the rooms in the house. And as always, I think it's time for credits to people whose hacks I use in the speed build. A lot of them are from my friend Float, who you might know as FloatRoblox. Those hacks include the vaulted ceiling, floor decal tricks, and a few minor decor pieces, such as potted plants. You may notice that the custom small trees are inspired by Float too. Float is an awesome builder and I highly recommend following him. The dirt pile carpets you can find in some of the bedrooms upstairs are from another awesome builder, Describe. And the custom pillows you see everywhere around the house are actually originally by him and improved by Float. I'll have them linked down below in the description. I really hope you take the time out of your day to check them out. Most wall paneling and wallpaper came from my friend Nokitoni on Instagram or Nocturnal R on Twitter, together with a few other hacks such as layer floors. Please check him out as he is one of the most talented people in this community. As you have also noticed, there are a lot of big custom trees. The main idea of a custom tree came from Float, but items used for those trees came from extremely talented builders who you may know as Villemobuilds and Aldrensia. All three of these awesome builders will be linked in the description. You may recognize a few hacks like the roof trimming one from GabbsOfficial, and the floating one from Yellow Carnation. These are hacks I literally use in every build of mine and can't live without. I also don't even remember when the last time I used this door hack was, but I'm honestly so glad I did. It was discovered a long time ago when the gate update came out, but by a builder on Twitter with the name of Fizzlio. The doors look so modern and they are actually functional. His socials will be linked down below next to everyone else I've mentioned before. And lastly, I want to thank my friend James, who you may know as What Player, for inspiring me to create my own iMac. He has done a lot of gaming PCs together with Apple desktops, so I got the idea to make one too. Huge thanks to him. Anyway, I'll let you enjoy the tour and I hope to see you in the voiceover. Well, that is it for the tour. Keep watching for floor plans and speed build.
don't know what will happen tomorrow, but I hope a good surprise. I could flip all the time that I borrowed and make another life. You can break my stride. There's a palace in my mind, made of light, and it shows. Yeah, yeah. The stars are falling, skies are raining gold. Yeah, yeah. Forever I'm free, that's what could be. So I'm waiting, I don't need a rush, I'm patient. However long it takes, I'll be there one day. Hey. Eternal, I'm alive and chasing whatever it is I'm facing. I can't walk away, there's so much left to say. Hey. Our story never has to end. Eternal, I'm alive again. Eternal, I'm alive again. Our story never has to end.
Before I get into the speed build of this house, I quickly want to show you how to fix certain parts of the build that bug out once you reload the plot. It takes less than a minute to fix all these things. So first of all, you can see that the roofs here are clipping. So to fix that, you firstly need to delete the parts that are clipping and place walls in the middle of the roofs. Then undo it all and it should be fixed. There is also a room inside which has certain objects which move every time you reload the plot. All you have to do is place the objects where they were before. I really hope you found this helpful. Well, hello there everyone. How have we been? How have we been doing? So, I always say this, and I don't want to repeat it because that's exactly what I say every single time I come back. But it's been a while. If I'm correct, it has been around 3 or 4 weeks of me not posting, and before you say anything, I have my excuses. I will definitely try to explain it to you guys today. Just try to maybe get into where I've been, talk about the house a little bit since this is a new build. And if you're wondering where part 3 of the Mountain Suburban is, it is still coming. Like I've said in the community post I posted not that long ago, I was sick for a few days and I was just so busy with school I never really had the time to post, even though I really, really wanted to. So I'm glad that I can finally find some time where I feel like recording and I have the time for it. So, but yeah, that video is still coming. I'm actually probably going to record it today right after this voiceover, so it definitely should be coming soon, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on it. But yeah, this house, what about this house? This house is really big. To start off, it is extremely big. It is 5 bedrooms and 5.5 bathrooms. I don't even remember the last time I made a house this big. And it's just like the rooms, they're really spacious. They're not like small 5 bedrooms. They're really big. I also really like the fact that each room is very personalized and it's very different. So when we can look at the bedrooms, for example, the bedrooms upstairs especially, each bedroom has its own character. So we have the kids' bedroom, which, oh my god, I tried to explain what I was doing in the bedrooms during the tour, and I hope you guys kind of understood something about it and know what I meant, and yeah, but like I said, each room has its character, and so the kids' bedroom, it's very, what are the words? It's very joyful. It gives me really bright and good emotions, if you know what I mean. It makes me feel happy because of the colors. And I really, 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 really like that house bed. Like, when I was doing this house, I really wanted to do that bed the whole time. Like, when I was doing the downstairs, all I could think about was when I'll be able to make that house bed. And I was so happy with how it came out. I probably should have added like a wall on the lower bunk, but I think it still looks fine. Like, I really love the roof idea on the upper bunk. I think it really is cute, and it makes the space feel cozy in a way. And then we have the team bedrooms, so they're both connected by a Jack and Jill bathroom, which I felt so good about doing, because I really wanted to do a Jack and Jill bathroom in one of my houses, so I was happy that I finally got to do one, and it just, I mean, I guess the floor plan worked out like that. Speaking of floor plans, I'll get a bit off topic, but I have to talk about this. The amount of times I had to redo it, oh my god, because I did it the first time and I was like, no, this is too big and too many rooms, and I didn't like it, and it was just, it didn't feel right. And when I was also doing the floor plan, I just wanted to think about plot data at the same time, because even though this build doesn't seem that detailed, it really is. It really is detailed when you look at it, and I was also thinking on how to roof things, and I realized that this half of this is like literally impossible to roof. Well, like, talking about the state that the floor plan is in, like at the moment that you're seeing, I'll fix it a bit later, but yeah, it was bad. It was just like, there's no way I'm gonna make it work. And so I eventually decided to just redo it to, actually no, I redid it and then I still had to redo it after again, because I wasn't 100% happy. But now I am 100% happy with the floor plan. I really like how spacious the house turned out to be, especially in the floor plan. My spaces are usually a bit crammed, rooms especially, bedrooms maybe. So I was happy that that wasn't the case with this house. And yeah, like I've said in the tour, this was another surprise for my friend Fajita. And this time I got to record her reaction, because as a lot of you may know, last time my computer just decided to hate me and not let me have the reaction video. It didn't save, that's what I meant. Well, actually, I think it did save, but it had no sound, so basically the footage was unusable, and like the sound was the main part of the reaction. But yeah, not the case with this reaction. Everything saved perfectly, and I have it, and I'm so excited to show it to you guys. But I'm still not sure how I want to upload it. Maybe make a TikTok on it, which is probably what I'm gonna do. Or have like a reaction video on my second channel. I still don't know. Or I could actually post one here, but I do feel like this channel is mainly like a building one and not like a fun one. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think and what you'd like me to do. But yeah, this is like me redoing the floor plan right now. I was talking about it like, I don't know, 2 minutes ago, but yeah, as you can see, I'm not doing the best. I was struggling really, really hard, and so I feel really bad for the people who are following this speed build, so bear with me. It's gonna get better eventually. It's just the start, and the start with this house was really rough. I really struggled at the start. I usually don't struggle at the start, but I really did with this one. It was just because of the floor plan, basically. Thankfully, it got better, and yeah, I was really unhappy with the shape of the back. Actually, I don't know, I was just like, no, it's not working. And here you can see me adding the master suite, I think. This is the time when I'm gonna add the master suite. I was so happy with how big the master suite came out to be, because I really want to make these huge master bedrooms, and personally, they never turn out to be huge. And then this one was different. This one was actually different, and it was huge. Like, I'd love a bedroom like this in real life, honestly. Just please, a dream, honestly. And then, yeah, this bathroom's a bit small. I ended up redoing it anyways. I thought that, like, I'd fit a closet and a bathroom, but I just eventually decided to make everything really big. And so instead of having an extra bedroom downstairs, I just basically used the space to extend the bathroom and the closet, which I don't think I even made a closet that big in any build of mine. So you're welcome, I guess. You're welcome if you like clothes. And I also tried to leave 2% plot data for your Halloween decorations or Christmas decorations, because I know that you guys probably like to decorate for holidays, and this house clearly wasn't decorated for holidays. And when I built the mountain suburban, I really never thought about that. And yeah, I don't know. I guess with both of these houses, they were both built for friends, and like I haven't done that in a while. I think my last build for a friend was in like April, I think. So it's been like a really long time ago, and I kind of forgot how to build for other people. So I guess I would just kind of rediscovered a lot of things while I was making the mountain suburban. And then so with this house, I kind of knew how to do things already. So I just made sure to, be careful with everything. Such as things like plot data. Even though I kind of ran out of plot data a few times with this build, I still like had things to delete, thankfully. Sadly, I had custom trees at the very front. I also mentioned that in the tour, but they had to go. And as I like to say, plot data showed me the middle finger. She did, and she did not hesitate, let me tell you. But it's fine. Life still goes on. I somehow managed to finish this anyway, and I'm so happy with the final product. But yeah, custom trees. I really wish they never took up as much plot data as they do, but it's okay. It's okay, but I wish they never did. And I built this house and recorded everything before the update came out, so it's been like, not a full week since the update has been out. I remember, oh my god, this is actually gonna be a fun story. When the update came out, like the day the update came out, I think it was, what day was it again? It was like, I think it was Monday. It was either Monday or Tuesday, I don't remember exactly now, but yeah, when the update came out, I was actually at a coffee shop just preparing the script for this build. Because believe it or not, I do actually script the tours of my speed builds, just the tours, the tour voiceovers, because I like to ramble a lot, and like in the tour, I don't feel like people would like to hear my rambling, so I just keep it for the voiceover only. So yeah, that's why I prepared a script, and I was writing the script, and then I had like, I think a ping in a Discord server saying, and someone said that the update's out. I was like, you're kidding. Like, there's no way an update is out in the middle of the week. And then I look on Twitter and I'm like, what? And okay, at first, I was actually pretty disappointed because it's like another update with items that no one asked for. And then actually, it turned out to be an awesome update. I honestly wanted to take back all of my, how do I say this? All my mean comments. I mean, I never like to share, like, my opinions on updates, like, on Twitter. I don't know, it's just, I don't want to disrespect the devs, but, like, sometimes I really don't like the updates, and all I need is just new furniture, and we haven't gotten that in, like, ages, and it's just, I'm really hoping that one day we'll get, like, a full-on furniture update, because that's exactly what I need right now. But yeah, I was at the coffee shop, and then I realized that there is actually an update. And let me tell you, I packed my things so quickly. It was funny. I don't even remember the last time I packed my things this quickly. And then I went home. But it took me a while to get back because I had to take a bus, and it took me like an hour. But whatever. I did come back to a really good update, and the fact that there's a new camera mode that we can use that I always have wanted in Bloxburg. I'm so excited to take screenshots of this build since I haven't taken screenshots of this build yet. I just got like cinematic shots and whatnot, so I basically only got the footage to prepare for the video, but nothing else. So I'll still have to take screenshots of this build with the new camera, which I'm super excited for. And I'm honestly super grateful to the devs for letting us finally change the time and weather in neighborhoods. I've been waiting for this for so long, and it's going to be so useful for tours and screenshots of my builds and everything. It's just so awesome. Weather especially. I love the new weather, like the revamped weather. The rain. Are you kidding me? It's so pretty now. I literally love it. And I mean so much. I literally love it so much, and it's so awesome now. I can't even describe it to you. I just love it. I really do. Ugh. I haven't actually gotten hit by thunder, but I think it's a possibility. So, yeah, I'm kind of like, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm actually kind of like looking forward to getting hit by lightning, not thunder, lightning. Not Lightning McQueen, but actual like lightning. Okay, I'm so funny like that. Anyway, but yeah, the fact that we can change the weather now is insane. It's so good for builders and literally anyone who likes to take screenshots of the game and make TikToks and roleplay videos. Role players too. Oh my god, like so excited to watch Akila's and Amber's and Phoebe's roleplays because they're gonna be awesome now. They're gonna be awesome now. I literally I keep on repeating myself, but I know that they will be. And yeah, this update overall is so awesome. And then also, there's one more thing that deserves to be mentioned about this update, and it's the fact that we can change the grass color in our servers. So if you really want to have like a build, like a summer build in winter, you can actually do that by just changing the surroundings in your neighborhood. And if you want to make a winter build, you can just change the surroundings in your neighborhood again. And you're not like restricted from making certain builds because of the background anymore, because of your surroundings. You can do whatever, and that's so awesome. Yeah. I cannot wait to see what you guys think about this build, and I really hope that I will be able to get this out today. I don't have that much left of the voiceover, so I think there's a possibility that I will be able to post it and everything, so I'm really happy about that. And well, yeah, that's all about the update, but I generally really do like it, and I was almost convinced that it's probably one of the best updates that we've ever gotten because of the features. The items are, well, they're items. They're not furniture, so I'm not as excited, but if it was furniture, I'd be excited, but we didn't get furniture, so I really wasn't, but I was excited about the features. So yeah, I really hope you guys like the update as well. It's a really good update if you know about everything that has been added, but if you just look at the items, then yeah, it's a bit So yeah, make sure that you find out everything that there is to the update, and then trust me, you'll definitely like it. But yeah, here you saw me just working on the porch. But I kind of drifted off topic with everything. I was talking about bedrooms at first, and then I never kind of got back to them, so only like really talked about the kids' bedroom. But yeah, now we have the other two bedrooms that are both connected by a Jack and Jill bathroom. So like I've said, I really wanted to do one like for ages, but I just really never had the build to do one. So yeah, just never really did. But you know, this build's different. I finally had the opportunity to do them. I was really happy. And then these windows, they look so simple and so like not detailed at all. But actually, I don't know, the amount of effort I put into them was a bit too much. But they look good, and that's all that matters. So yeah, and the first, the windows were off-centered, and I posted a sneak peek of this build, and someone in the community tab noticed that they were off-centered, and then once I noticed too, it really triggered me. So I'm really sorry if you noticed that as well, and shouted at me in the community tab, but yeah, honestly, it's a good thing that you did that, because I wouldn't have fixed it if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you. Honestly, thank you so much. But yeah, okay, so starting off with the first bedroom, I kind of tried to just explain which is which. So there was the artsy one and the very chick one. So the pink one is obviously the chick the chick bedroom. It's like a style for those who really don't know much about it, but yeah, it's like a style of like rooms and everything. It's like very bougie in a way. It's very expensive looking, I guess that's the style. It definitely is expensive looking, but I do like it, and like it was my first time doing something like that, so I was really happy with like how it came out. I was actually proud of myself for making it somehow work. You know how it is. But yeah, so the artsy bedroom, I kind of imagine like a 15-year-old or a 14-year-old teen living there. I really love the platform idea in the first place. I got it from Pinterest. And I was like, oh my god, how come I never thought of this? And so, yeah, I was actually pretty happy with how it looked in the end. And there's only one thing about it, though. It kind of glitches out, like, at least the light on the bed frame. It moves every single time you rejoin, so you have to fix it. But I included, like, a fix at the start of the video. Well, it wasn't, like, really a start, but you know what I mean. And then there's also the shelves that are connected to the bed frame, the platform, not even the bed frame, the platform that move as well. So you always have to like fix those once you rejoin. But besides that, there's nothing to really fix. Well, besides the roof at the back, but yeah, that's really all. But what I really love about this build is the fact that there are so many small details. And like I'm really glad that I somehow have the patience to focus on all of them, and I really love how they look in the end. I really, really do. Especially like these overhangs of the roof, like here. You know how they like cut off with like make them with shelves and basic shapes. I really like them. I think they add a lot to the house. It's like if you have like a modern farmhouse or like a similar style and you want to make a detail, you gotta focus on like tiny parts of the house that would be like functional in real life. So for example, like a pipe that water flows into, and then it how do I say this? I know that there's like a specific term for those kinds of pipes, but every single roof has like a pipe that leads all the way to the ground. So if it's raining and there's water pouring down the roof, that way the house doesn't flood. There are like pipes on the edges that like basically make the water go all the way to the ground without like really getting inside the house. And so like there are pipes like that you can add. There are also vents, light fixtures outside for lighting, and there's just like tiny details, and they add so much, or like overhangs, and they add so much to your house. So yeah, it doesn't have to be like a historical build to be detailed. You can honestly make any build detail. You just really have to think about what you put in and if it makes any sense. And so that's what I tried to do with this build. And overall, I'm just very happy with the final outcome. I keep on repeating myself. I need to stop saying this. But yeah, like I said in the tour, I think out of the 3 modern farmhouses that I have done, this is probably my favorite one, just because of all the little detail that I put in. And now that we have basic shapes, it was like really easy to make all the custom furniture. And I was really happy with like the furniture in the back too and everything. Definitely is one of my favorite builds I've done in a while. And I'm just excited for you guys to see any other builds that I have planned. There's a lot. I don't want to say them yet, just in case they never do end up coming out. And there are still like a few other builds that I've started all the way back in May that I haven't posted yet. And you guys have been really waiting for them, and I feel really bad about it. And you know the house I'm talking about. The houses, actually. There's the Cape Cod, the Dutch Colonial. I really need to work on them, but I'm actually so lazy. But I promise I'll get to them eventually. I'm not gonna leave them hanging, because I'm keeping those plots just for that time when I actually feel motivated to finish them. So yeah, that's all that there is. That's all that there is to those houses, really. But yeah, I didn't even finish talking about the bedrooms again. So I think I did talk about the Artsy bedroom. Well, there's one thing that I think that really, 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 really makes it artsy are like the fairy lights and the wallpaper and the swinging chair. It's like it's honestly a dream bedroom. I'd love a bedroom like that in real life, honestly. Apparently, a lot of people prefer the chick bedroom to that one, but I actually do prefer the artsy one to the chick one. I don't know why. I guess it's just my personality like that. Like, I'd love a swinging chair in my room. I really would. And then the chick bedroom, I don't know where to even start with it. It has an interesting color scheme. It's very pink. But if you were to look like chick bedrooms, you'd realize that they're all really pink in real life. So, and I also included an iMac because, I don't know, it gives me bougie vibes, you know? But I'm also like obsessed with IMAX, so of course I should include one in my build. Just because, why not? You know, like, if you can, why not do it? You know, right? So, yeah. But I guess, I don't know, with the chick bedroom, I really was struggling with, like, space on where I could put dressers or, like, a closet or something. So I eventually came up with a solution to just use dressers as side tables, bedside tables. And it worked, but it's really cramped. Like, I really had to push it all in there to make it somehow work. So yeah, but I think I'm starting to paint everything. Oh no, this foundation color is ugly. Good thing I undid it. Good thing I undid it, but now I'm starting to paint everything, and I really like this porch. I tried to make it a bit detailed, but then not at the same time. And I'm so grateful for Basic Shapes, because I don't think this was possible to make like a year ago without making a clip. I think that's what I tried to do in my very first modern farmhouse on this channel. And, like, I made it work, but it did not look good. Not like it did look good, but on the inside it was all messy, and I had to raise one bedroom because there was, like, a roof clipping inside. It was a mess. It was a mess. But a lot of you seem to really enjoy that house. So, yeah, I was actually, like, thinking of maybe redoing my old builds, but then on the other hand, I'm like, will I really have the time for it? Probably not. Probably not, because of how busy I've been with school. Should I really get into that? I feel like I should. I have had so many assignments. Well, honestly, I don't think I would even have so many if I wasn't, like, absent as much, because I was, like, the first few weeks I was really absent. I didn't attend classes, and not on purpose. First of all, because I was really sick. Like, my organism didn't really react well to the COVID-19 vaccine. I got Pfizer, but yeah, the after effects, the first one, it was fine, like, just my hand hurt a bit, and, I felt tired, but that was really all. But then the second one, I had temperature, I had a bad headache, I was really sleepy. I remember coming back home, and I just went to bed immediately, and turns out I slept for like 17 hours. I think that's like the longest time that I have ever slept, but yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So yeah, I was partially gone because of that, but then I really had a hard time catching up with school. But now I'm somewhat free, I guess. I have some free time, and here's me just redoing that bathroom and the closet I was talking about at first. I don't know. It took me a while to figure this whole floor plan out, but in the end, like I said, I'm pretty happy with it. It has all the extra rooms that you can really think of. I would have added a basement, but again, plot data really said no. I guess I'm blaming plot data because I kind of went all out with the backyard. Wasn't expecting to, it just kind of happened. But okay, the backyard is, I'd love a backyard like that in real life. Honestly would. I just love that river look and the infinity pool and the swing set and like the hail going down. It's cool. It's so cool to me. It really is. I really love it all. So I really hope my friend Fahila enjoys this house, and I will try to get her on the next voiceover on part 2. If not part 2, it will definitely be part 3, and I'm planning to record part 3 of the Mountain Suburban together with Yuban, and Yuban is my friend who I built the Mountain Suburban house for, so I'll just ask him around what he thinks of the house, and I guess you guys can comment under the Mountain Suburban house video, the first part, like questions that we could ask Yuban about the house, what he thinks of it, what his first thoughts were when he saw the house, because it was like an actual surprise. Same with Fajitas, same with this house, I actually surprised her with it as well. Her reaction was awesome. I'm so glad she liked this house, and it's such a satisfying feeling when you build something for someone and they actually love it. That's why I do what I do, because I just love hearing people's like reactions and hear how excited they are and everything. It's so cool. it's like such a satisfying feeling. I wish I could like explain it more, but I genuinely, it's really hard to describe, but it's such a good feeling. Probably one of the best feelings that you can have. I mean, for me personally as a builder. So I'm always excited for those like moments when you finish a build and you show it to the person you're building it for. Such a good feeling. But yeah, here is me working on this on the sides. So this side, this side, I wanted to make vaulted ceilings, so it definitely took me a bit of time to figure it all out to make it. It's a bit tricky, but I think if you follow the speed build exactly how I recorded it, and you'll be just fine. But I think that the vaulted ceiling here in the bedrooms were, like, in the master suite was definitely, like, necessary. It added a lot to the space. And at first I was confused on how to do things, and then I realized later that I need to place a beam first, and then shelves will place. So that was a bit of an oopsie moment for me, but I got it figured out and everything was fine. But yeah, here you can see me doing everything. Here you'll be able to see me do 2 layers. But yeah, I really had a lot of fun building this house. I was just kind of procrastinating from uploading this, but I'm finally glad that I am getting to it, and I'm so excited to release it. I'll probably do this build as a premiere. If not, it probably will come out as a regular, like if it won't be a premiere, then it will obviously come out as a regular video. But I don't know, I'm in the mood to hang out with you guys in the chat and see what you guys think of the house. And yeah, I really love doing premieres of my new builds, because then I get to hang out with you guys in the chat and just talk and answer your questions that you might have. It's just very fun. I love the live chat feature on premieres. So cool. Love it so much. But yeah, we have only 9 minutes left. But yeah, so I think I talked about most of the bedrooms. There's one more. That's the guest bedroom. It's not really. I think that's the only bedroom in the house that's really neutralized. Like it doesn't really have a character. It's basically meant for guests. So if like have any guests coming over, they'll most likely stay there. So it's like the grandparents of your family that can stay there. Your best friends that came over for a vacation or like just to visit you or something. You can think of many different scenarios, and I'm really excited to see if any of you guys will rebuild this house and like roleplay in it. I feel like it would be pretty cool if you guys did that. So if you do end up rebuilding this house and are being in it, please tag me in like a video if you make an Instagram roleplay account, whatever. Honestly, tag me, because I'd love to see. And even if you don't roleplay, just tag me how you rebuild it. It's so amazing to see when people follow different tutorials of mine and post on Instagram for like RP purposes, or like of how they're playing in it. Because I feel like it's probably one of the only things that get builders really excited is to see like people playing it in their work. For me personally, like that's why I really want to be an architect in the future, is to like just have that satisfaction of knowing that someone is living in the place that you made. You know, like your creativity is actually like home to someone. Oh my god, like I'm just hoping that I'll become an architect and be able to do someone's home. You know, it's really cool when you really think about it. So if any of you do end up rebuilding this, please tag me or show it to me. I'll be more than happy to see it. Honestly, I always am. And here you can see me work on this bump out. I actually talked about this in the Georgian Country Manor speed build. It's a Sim Sport speed build where I actually have like the same kind of a thing in it. And I didn't know what it was. Like, I don't know if I should call it like a dormer or a bump out. Honestly, it could be really both if you think about it. So still don't know exactly what it is, but yeah. Basically on this part, on the inside, I put like an inside seating area, a built-in seating area for like a reading nook or something like that. And I think it's cool to have that in your closet. Of course, you can like close the curtains so that way people like don't look into the room once they're changing, because that would be pretty awkward. So I took care of that. It's like when I'm building, I try to take care of things like that, like curtains and stuff, so that like when you're role playing, you wouldn't have like issues of people stalking you and everything. So yes. So I guess I tried to avoid that with this build, and most curtains in this house at least are closable, they're functional. People won't be able to look into your house, and yeah, your backyard's pretty closed off. So unless people try to climb over the trees, which would be unrealistic, but people in Bloxburg do that anyways, you shouldn't have any stalkers. So thanks Lucas for having stalker-proof houses. Well, not really, but let's just call them stalker-proof houses, because yes. No, but actually, when it comes to role-playing, I'd really love to see you guys role-play in this house. So if you do, please tag me, because I'd love to see. But I've already said that. But yeah, so that's really all about role-playing. But I think this will be probably the last part that I'll work on in this speed build, I think. Is just basically in this part, I will only finish the front of the house, and I'll get to the back in the next part. I didn't want to have like a long voiceover to record, so instead I'll just cut down this video in half and have the second part posted later. Which, by later, I don't mean like next week or something. It will probably be later, like... I mean next week, but it's like Saturday, so technically it will be in like 4 to 5 days from now, I think. I'll try my best to definitely upload for you guys. I feel really bad, but I'll try to balance out school life with YouTube, and yeah, everything should be fine. Everything should definitely be fine. And yeah, I have a lot of fun school stories to tell, so I guess I'll get into the next parts, because I mean, I have like 5 minutes left. It really, I mean, I guess I could tell one. It really didn't happen that long ago. It was like this week. I think it was Tuesday afternoon. And my friend and I, we kind of were planning to meet up and like do work together. I think Tuesday was actually the day when I finished the script of the speed build, like the tour. Anyway, so I was supposed to finish the script with my friend, and we basically planned to go to a coffee shop that's in the city center right after school. So like usually I have the choices to either go home or go to the city center and like hang out there with friends or do work. Honestly, I discovered that I am the most productive when I'm not home. So it's like I can easily do schoolwork at school rather than home, and like I can easily focus at like coffee shops, but never at home. I don't know why. I guess it's different for everyone, but like at home I have different associations. So, like, at home, I want to build and not, like, you know, work on things and not do homework and stuff like that. Anyway, so we chose to go do work together, and everything was fine. And she got there earlier because she had her classes finished earlier. But, like, I came not that long after she was there. She got there. Anyway, so I go into the coffee shop, and I try to look around for my friend. And fun fact... my eyesight, it's pretty bad, like, actually pretty bad. I can't even look into the board properly, so I have another story with that, but, yeah, and I usually don't wear glasses, because I really don't like the way I look with glasses, anyway, so since I don't really like the way I look with glasses, I don't wear them, and yeah, I was looking for my friend in the coffee shop, and I saw a girl, and I thought that it was her. And I go up to the girl, and I don't even remember exactly what I said, but it was something really embarrassing that my friend would only understand. And then she looks up, and she looks at me so, like, awkwardly, and she was so confused. I was like, oh my god. Like, it's such a fear to mistake someone for, like, someone who you know. And I know I'm not the only one who has, like, stories like these, because it happens to everyone, but it was so awkward. And then apparently my friend was, like, right next to the girl, but, like, they weren't sitting together. Like, they were next to each other, but they weren't sitting together, and I didn't look at my friend. Like, I got her confused with someone else. And when she noticed that I embarrassed myself in front of everyone, she started laughing. And you know what? She had every right to laugh, but it was so embarrassing. to the point where like I'd never want to go anywhere publicly again. Anywhere public, what? So yeah, it's a short story, but like still, it was humiliating for me. Like saying something embarrassing in front of someone who you don't know when you thought you knew them. Not it. Let me tell you, not it. But yeah, that's all that there is to that story. It's a very short one, and I promise you I have better ones coming in next voiceovers. I'm actually kind of excited to record those just to tell those stories to you guys and talk a little bit more about the house. But yeah, I want to thank you for hanging around for this long. I want to apologize for not the best voiceover, as like it's my first one after what, a month technically. So bear with me. They're gonna get better, but I really hope you enjoyed this build, and I hope to see you in the next video, which is going to be part 3 of the mountain suburban speed build. So yeah, I'll see you all there, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.